paid to be on the street, and it's paying me more than my full-time job. Like, now I can't front on myself in that sense, you know?
Bet on yourself now.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
so, and yeah, and with that said, it means like moving forward, there's a way to just have hip hop look a certain way, especially in Toronto. Like that's the idea, hopefully. Yeah,
Like that.
definitely.
What do you have for us? Do you freestyle only, or do you write everything?
Oh no, it's both. I do a mixture of freestyles and writtens. Like,
Can we get a little freestyle on some conscious tips on
okay,
like
let's see what I got.
the state of music today,
I like
and
that. I like
where
that.
it should be going? Not necessarily to tear it down, but like where you think we should be going.
Okay, I'll see what I could do.
Yes.
I like the context. I like the subject matter. Just got to find the right beat for that. Let me see.
I would also like to add that people who are looking, so Erik has Wix, right? Or is growing in Wix.
Something like that, yeah.
This is just to prove, like, you know, I asked him to wash his hair before he came, which he did, and there's like a misconstrued like notion that because your locks are fat that they're necessarily dirtier. This is not true. Okay, his hair looks fine, and anyone who's watched my channel for like a long time knows that I will tell you if your hair is not clean.
Yikes.
And I didn't really have, you know, anything to say. So yeah, just because people's locks are big doesn't mean that they're unclean. I've seen a lot of people's locks who are a lot smaller, especially even micro locks, that are way dirtier than people who have bigger locks. Anyway, I just wanted to throw that 5 cents in there since, you know, we're at the lock shop and all.
Appreciate that. Stream of consciousness, as if it isn't obvious. I'm outside showing my dominance. Yeah. These other rappers know I'm ominous. We on the spot again, off the top again. Yeah. What's happening with rappers, man? They ain't thinking after, man. Yeah. What a catastrophe, huh? Rappers laughing when they after me, like I ain't trying to do that rap today, They ain't thinking, man. They just sinking, man. Outside drinking, man. I'm blinking, man. Then they gone tomorrow. I think they need a soul to borrow. Freestyling off the top, don't know what I'ma say though. It's okay, I philosophize like Plato. I'm feeling great though. Whoa, I ain't talking guns though. I'm outside with the people, just making funds though. Having fun though, like I'm the one though. Hey, every day I do like one show. It's all goody. I'm in the street, man, with my hoodie, trying to stay warm, staying on it. I'ma kill this game because I made a promise. You rappers animated like Pocahontas. Staying on it, man. My locks is clean, and the way I rock is mean, so I gotta be the doctor, B. Tell the rappers to get off of me. You can't have the mic, cause homie, you don't have the light. And you can't freestyle cause you don't have the right. But I don't have no price. They just pay me, man, cause I ain't lazy, man. They on the stage, but I'm on the stadium. On the AM and the PM and the FM. Bless, man. Freestyling. Getting his head done, man, he's wildin'. Talented but balanced, kid. And they try to challenge him, but you can't, man. I'm the champion in Toronto, but I came from Brampton. Soon I'ma be in the Hamptons. Supposed to be talking about consciousness. My bad, freestyling got me off again. These other rappers, they sounding soft again. Shout out to Joey, man, he killing ish. Honestly, man, I'm feeling it, but so is Ray Vaughn. I'm trying to stay calm. This rap game, man, it takes long. Man. Still, I'ma blow up, man, like napalm. But I don't stop, I keep going. It's Erik Flow, man, this is the moment. You gotta own it, follow the omens. Piece the clean locks, we zone it. I don't know, man, it's something random. streams of consciousness. That's just how I go.
Would you rather
Appreciate that.
freestyle or write?
You know what it is nowadays? I'm so intentional with my pen that I don't be freestyling as much. I like to have, you know, like a poignant message, so to speak, because I don't like to waste the opportunity to like say something when I'm on the mic. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, you can do that while you're freestyling, but when you have an intentional sort of like message, it's a little bit more. I don't know. It comes across more like, oh, you had something to say, as opposed to just like playing around. I think that's what people find valuable on the street when they walk by me. Is like, oh, he might have said something that I actually can take with me.
Yeah. I
So
feel you.
I come prepared in that sense.
It's like lately I've decided that I'm not writing any love songs.
Word.
Just because, and people are like, oh, why you want to write about negative stuff? And I'm like, no, it's not that, but like there's so many love songs,
Yeah.
you know, and I mean like romantic love songs, right?
Yeah.
And there's just so many other topics that we can write about. So, you know, like I wrote about intuition, you can write about, you know, like all kinds of different things. So I think it's really dope that you're focused on a certain subject matter.
Definitely.
And that is kind of like the common thread that runs, you know, throughout your music.
For sure. I can definitely give you like a what I mean by that. Like like the first joint we did with that window seat was like, it was about just like being in the space to grow and letting love be the way that you do that. And like, you know, obviously that's like a whole other deep dive, but you know, similarly I got this going on. So that we stay in the theme of being fresh and clean, you know, just see what happens there.
I like it.
Look. Freedom is the conversation when your soul get confiscated. Instead of being opiated, I'm just staying motivated. Don't want drama, don't create it. You call some cultivated. Commending ultimatum, son. I'm a cloud away from heaven. I can sense it, yes, my spirit feels tremendous. Got the power of the chemist. Everything I get, I blend it through. It's highly recommended. Off of my
Wait, stop.
My bad.
Where these flows come from, bro?
Hold up.
My bad.
Pull up.
My bad.
Let's do it again.
Yeah,
Let's do it again.
Bring that back.
That's just, you know.
Let's do it again.
Know what I'm saying? Clean locks.
We got more chairs. Don't be curious. You can cross the street. It's
Freedom
safe.
is the conversation when your soul get confiscated. Instead of being opiated, I'm just staying motivated. Don't want drama, don't create it. Up your call, some cultivated. I'm commending ultimatum, son. I'm a cloud away from heaven. I can sense it, yes, my spirit feels tremendous. Got the power of the chemist. Everything I get, I blend it through. It's highly recommended. Off of my ascension, no, it's not for my attention. If it's not the essence, then it's peace with all the blessings. Speak on my profession, better put me with the legends. If they book me, they gon' read about the funny when I step in. Have a look, see, I'm a different kind of weapon. If they put me by the target, I'm the hardest thing to get from. Yeah. 1, 2. I like that. That's how I go. Yo, when Outkast, man, I don't even want to, man.
Who do people compare you to the most?
I miss Outkast, man. Funny enough, when I was traveling, I got a lot of Kendrick, like years ago. Like, this is years ago, though. This is before, like, everyone was talking, like, you know, but...
What about him do you think that people heard in you?
I think, yeah, maybe, like, the flows, the subject matter, the passion. I think those three things.
Okay.
For sure. You know, and I definitely feel like he's, like, a cousin or something. Like, I feel his, like, vibration, like, you know, like, I definitely
Intent. Remember you talked about intent?
the intent, yeah. So, in that sense, but, yeah, like, honestly, though, Nas is the reason I rap. Like, I was rapping before I heard One Mic by Nas, but then I heard One Mic by Nas, and that like actually got me like.
That was it.
As a
that
kid,
song makes people emotional, guys.
yeah, like I was like I couldn't like the visual, like as a kid I got because it's like it's still marketing and stuff, but like it works, you know, like as a kid from here, I just that One Mic message got me, like everything he was saying in there, and I don't know why I was so like connected to that from as a kid from here, but you know, years later I ended up again when I was on tour with Main Source, like I didn't talk to Nas, but I was on the same stage in Atlanta with him, and just feeling that like energy and vibration of like, wow, like this person is in the space, in the spot that I see myself in, and I'm right here like that close to the situation. So like yeah, I think I'm doing the right thing, just following that intuition and vibe, because like, you know, getting a chance to hang out with the guy who helped make Illmatic is like
Large program.
yeah, like it's just kind of
Legend.
strange, yeah.
So
like to be in that spot.
We play this little game here at Clean Locs. I don't even know if it has a name, right? I don't know, maybe we can call it like Pass the Torch or something, but We list off basically like new artists that
Yeah.
are kind of carrying the torch of an artist before them.
Okay.
And so on our list we have Kendrick as Nas,
Okay, nice.
right?
I'm not
We
mad at
also
that.
have Earth Gang as Outkast.
Not mad at that either.
How do you feel about that? Or is there anyone that you think that, you know, like who is like a current artist that's like carrying the torch for someone else?
That's still tough because we're in a weird spot in hip hop
We
where
are.
it's stagnant.
We are.
It feels like a little bit.
Hmm.
Like lately, you know, Joey Badass just came out
Mm-hmm.
recently swinging at some LA guys. So like, but even that still feels like,
A little put on.
yeah, like what are we doing? Like, like it still feels like, yeah, like
Like why?
it's tough. Like, what are we exactly, like, where are we going with this exactly, you know? And I know hip hop needs to come back to a place of competition and sport, so I'm sure they're trying to be the leaders of that. And it kind of is exciting, but I don't know, man. Like, it's weird because the lineage I'm finding, yeah, like that question is weird to answer for me right now. Like,
Yeah, it just seems like it's out of timing.
yeah, like that, like exactly.
It's not the right time for that right now. I feel like we're kind of like in a space where we should be focused on other things in hip hop.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I think when we do that, everything else will like align. Because, like, even when it comes to the messaging and consciousness and like the idea of a conscious artist in hip hop, like we need to redefine that. Because the idea of this backpack rapper, this underground like neo soul, like that whole imaging that they gave us is off. Like, I'm not saying it's off, but it's like there's more to the story than that. You know what I mean?
It's kind of like how indie music became a genre.
But I hear that.
You know
though.
what I
That's-
mean?
that-
Like indie music used to literally mean that you were independent, you weren't fucking with nobody, you're doing your own thing, you're busking
Yep.
or whatever it is, right? And usually people who were doing that kind of had a really like unique sound about them,
Yeah.
right? Because they were against the grain of what like is what's supposed to be deemed popular.
Right.
So in a way, it kind of like parallels, you know, that kind of an ideology.
Yeah, for sure. And again, this independent age that we're in, it just really means like we have the opportunity to look at these things and create solutions for the problems that we've been seeing, because the labels don't want to do that. And you know, like they're not even funding your like career unless you're,
What do you think some of
already
the
on.
solutions are?
I mean, I think I'm trying to figure that out myself when I'm outside vibrating with people. Like hip hop started outside, so like let's just go back to where
True.
it started. It's like it's funny because people find it strange that I'm outside doing that, like
That's where it
busking.
started.
Yeah, but it's like that's literally how we started doing this. So because the labels took it inside, I look crazy for being outside. You know what I mean? But I love doing it because it's like, first of all, again, I'm seeing value in being myself, and secondly, it feels like a counter movement to what's been going on. Like,
Exactly. Absolutely.
you know, so like I think that's part of my version of the solution. And even as a street artist, I plan on taking that. Like the plan right now is to scale. So I'm gonna be at Young and Dundas, but not at the actual, like not by the mall, but on the other Sankofa Square, quote unquote. Like that's whole square. I'm about to get like a permit and legit like set up there and have people who see me there for years see me cross the street and be like, oh, he might be actually like taking this more serious now. So I mean, yeah, we'll see what happens as far as solutions go, but I'm definitely not about to give up on hip hop or myself when it comes to the genre or the music, you know. So
That's what's up. What else
Yeah.
you got for us?
let's see. Okay, you guys remember this song?
Yeah.
We sure do.
Oh, 1, 2. Shut. The mob is starving artists. They say he way too polished. To tell the truth, they got no suit, but let me tie in all this. A couple workaholics, the numbers in my wallet. I let this courage be my currency, just like my father. Well, Mr. Martin, you might have made a martyr, and Mama made a mighty. The day was made him smarter. Let's take this paper, father. I take a break from poverty and get this paper proper. You see, it ain't no problem. The haters ain't gon' stop it. So I admire your paw. You know the climate, dog. Fireballs and fireballs. Dog. It's time again, fire in the fireman. Wanna get inspired, you should hire your environment. You thought it was expiring, but I don't sweat it. Got a flow so smart, man, the people don't get it. Hey, flowing like I gotta caution, life will pass you by if you let it. Others do up all their options, do a lot of talking, forget to work. I just get to work, I don't clock in. Watch it, he ain't gon' stop it. It takes to be the topic, but that profit in my pocket. Focus on the focus. These brothers is bogus. I'm the hottest and the coldest. Not a novice, you should know this. And I'm honestly devoted. You should quote it, lyrically loaded. You notice that I wrote it, man, flipping like a locust. Yeah, I Set flipping like aerobics. As if you didn't notice. My people, let's get focused. Yeah. So I haven't been in the States lately, but I think this year I'm definitely trying to like do that this
you
year.
should definitely come through. We have open mic here once a month.
Oh shit, okay.
Yeah,
when is
and
that?
It's usually towards the end of the month, like third or fourth week, on a Friday or a Saturday. And sometimes we're here as late as like 2 a.m.
Wow, really?
Yeah, and it's everyone just, you can bring your mic, bring your machine, bring your instruments, bring your vibes, bring your poetry, whatever. And sometimes we'll just run beats. Sometimes people will build on the spot. It's just it's like a time to play. It's a time to not be serious.
Right.
Yeah.
I need that sometimes.
And
Yeah.
we often end up writing songs together. So like, I had to wipe off the windows and stuff today because we were gonna perform. But like, a lot of the times the windows are full of lyrics of songs that I've written with other clients. Yeah. So we're all about the collaborations, in the community. So you should definitely come through for one of the open mics.
I didn't even know that. I'm gonna try and come through, of course.
Yeah. And then this has been wonderful having you here. This has been such a vibe. I feel like this reminds me of like listening to college radio.
Yeah, I felt like we were gonna go that route a little bit. It's cool. Like, I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's it.
So yeah, this is the second half of this little set that I do outside. A 1-2. Disappeared, the beat flips on you. Yeah. Toronto. Who else flow for the street? To feel like hoping you sneeze. If you can focus a moment, you know you're holding the key. I rap the son of the par, he probably rolling with me. You getting close to a star. How cold are your feet? Neutralizing the fear, realizing I'm here just to be vibing. It's clear that my city's vibing. They play is keeping it silent and paradox is unique. Yeah. So I'm out here, I'm trying to do more than tweet. The culture need a tweak. Gotta start where you rap though. Toronto get deep, but we can hop in this death mode. It's dark that you let go, now you holler in peace. That's so we getting down. Who else flow for the street? Sweet, sweet, sweet. A 1-2. They wanna label me a thug, it's for my pals increase. Getting you to unplug from the pals that be. Had to get it from the mom, but for them flowers I've seen. Making up for every hour indeed. Still in need of what's the bomb, cause the times ain't nothing dandy. They lying to you in your pride, thinking your families. And the lines is uncanny, and he fixing the beat. You know the 6 ain't admitting defeat. Who else flow for the street? Erik Flow gotta eat. Somebody gave him $1 and someone gave him 2 G's. Manifest in the world when I get on the concrete. Who's gonna wanna compete? I got katanas for any kind of piranhas on me. Haters is goners, the elevators behind us is sweet. 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 Use your head, peeps. I got a project coming out called Use Your Head, by the way.
Tell us all about it.
Man, so yeah, Use Your Head, I think it's just just a nice short and sweet project that kind of just has me reflecting on my life as an artist on the street. And just the things I've come to find about that experience and that lifestyle, and just more spiritual, esoteric things sprinkled along the way. And my whole platform with hip-hop, like, I just feel like it's such an intelligent art form when the right things about it are presented, and I think you know, I'm in a space to use my head and just display those kinds of things for people to listen to and hear and be like, okay, this guy, you know, loves this genre and he deserves to be a part of the conversation. Yeah, so yeah, using your head is definitely just about, you know, using your head. Like, there's definitely that idea of like bopping your head and just being back into that hip hop groove and that feel. And, you know, hopefully when that comes out in a few weeks, you guys can hear that and, you know, let me know what you think for sure.
Absolutely. Where are we going to be able to hear this?
It'll be on, you know, your major DSPs, but I'm definitely going to try and create a vinyl record for people to have, like a piece of merch.
I love this.
Yeah, like I'll be on the street with my vinyl records at this point. Just, you know, it's funny because people be asking me a lot of the time, like, hey, do you have something for sale? And, you know, a lot of the time I just be outside just like, you know, selling the vibe, but, you know, I need a product. So, yeah, Use Your Head is coming soon, definitely. I mean, I think I got a couple more. You know, I be outside for.
Do you have slip mats? I make slip mats.
You make slip mats?
Yeah.
What? Yo,
I
what?
can customize it for you.
Oh, that's what? I didn't even know that. That's crazy. Yeah, because I got some turntables at home. I'm trying to figure out how to bring them outside too. It'd be nice to have a, you know, custom things going on with that, of course.
We'll make it happen.
Yeah, let's bring it back one more time. How about? Maybe some of the newer stuff will be familiar to people one day, but you know, until then,
these are feel-good beats,
right? And you know the vibes. Meeting outside, keep a hope alive. Steady gon' act like I won't survive. You probably so, you was dope as I. That's right, but the hope vibes. Look at this money with an open eye. Finna roll out with a bowl of rhymes. And a roll and a bonafide. Yeah, hey, strangers, they know the guy. Thanks to the good folks in my coats have been notarized. Young, but I know I'm wise. Missing the slumps, but I know I'm rising. I've been diving around my island. Fishing to see what is here environment. All I wanna know what I'm here to sirens. Wanna feel show the videos performance. But your side cannot be silenced. So man, can we stop the violence? I'm trying to wrap my head around it. Too many women feel dead around us. Openly question the patriarchy. Should have been done, but it's taking Bobby. Changing the world, it was takes an army. Tell them things it's too late to harm me. Gotta escape the robbery. Too much try to evade it properly. Too much drivers chase a robbery. Having all loud with no place to party. Just go around, never change the promise. When they open their eyes, they gon' blame the artist. So I can't be beside who the pain the hardest. So the flames who became regardless, they became the targets. But you know the vibes. Really outside, keep a hope alive. City gon' act like I won't survive. You probably so, you was dope as I. That's right, but the hope vibes. Look at this money with an open eye. Gonna roll out with a bowl of rhymes. And a roll and a roll of fire. Just saying.
I'm gonna throw some names and words out there, and I want you to tell me the first thing that comes to mind.
Cool.
Oprah Winfrey.
Money.
Nature.
Love. God. One word, right? My bad.
No, it can be just whatever the first thing is that comes to mind.
Okay, love, God, for sure.
Music.
Frequency, vibration.
Jamal McGlory.
Story, just like struggle, like just like, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like trajectory, pathway. Like I'm thinking, like, you know, where things are headed.
Okay. Manifest.
Choice. You know, I think you can definitely choose to be somebody who manifests their life or not, and you know, that's something I'm conscious of daily. So, you know, I have to ramble on that one for sure.
I feel like everybody kind of has their own formula for manifesting. Would you care to share yours?
I think it's a mixture of, you know, trying to stay in the present moment, but also knowing that you wield the power to, like, you know, you can only anticipate so much of the future, but there are things you can't control. So I think I like the combination of, like, you know, a little bit of force and a little bit of letting go. Like just that ebb and flow of just making something happen, you know? Like things don't really happen unless you make them happen. That's just a fact. So
how do you manage things that are out of your control?
I mean, that's the thing. Like, sometimes you can't. Like, sometimes the idea is managing yourself when things are out of control. You know what I mean? Like, again, when we get into the conversation about, like, you know, love and consciousness and presence, like, when something's out of your control, like, the mind is probably in a space that is not. It's in a space that's not necessary. So I'm sure there's, like, a lot of mental work that we have to do to get out of these, like, spaces that we put ourselves in a lot of the time. Like, when something's out of our control, like, we can either give up or just figure out a new route. You know what I mean? Like, things don't always have to be what they are, like, especially when the mind is at play. Like, a lot of the times we're just believing in things that we're thinking, and that it sounds funny, but, like, a lot of the things we're thinking have nothing to do with what is. You know what I mean? So once you are able to discern the difference, things become a little easier. It's not perfect, but you can, you know, you just move through life a little bit more grace for yourself and with people. You know what I mean?
I like that.
It's real. Bro, on the street, like, a lot of stuff happens on the street that I just have to, like, let go of, right? There's some things I've been, you know, people taking money out of my, you know, and just things like that have happened. There's that side of that lifestyle. So, like, I'm constantly, I think, presented with things that I can't control when I'm outside, because I don't control outside. You know what I mean? I can only fit where I can fit and
control you
and control myself in that dynamic. You know what I mean? So that's a good question. That triggered a lot in my mind, actually. Yeah.
Thank you for answering. Thank you for sharing. That was wonderful.
Definitely.
Do you have a little bit more music for us?
Of course, I got. Man, okay, let's see.
He's like, do you see this machine?
Yeah, I'm just trying to make sure not to, you know, because I could go for it. I'm outside, like, I have a lot of stuff, but
maybe you should change your stage name to Outside.
that's not even, like, I might even make an album called that or something.
I'm here for it.
A 1, 2. Toronto, peace of love to you. Happy Tuesday, too. It's Tuesday, right?
Kanye West, baby.
Yeah. The mom of the starving artist. I've been a little lazy. It's time to take out the garbage. I do the honors. And to be honest, those recycling flows don't want it. Oh, they make me vomit. Look, guess you're as sick as they say. That's nothing to this prescription. I'm an apple a day. By the way, hey, I'm wide awake. Did a dream in society scheme to decide your fate? What's your assignment? Taking my time to find it. Look as far as the stars that started shining. We're going hard, throwing these bars all in alignment. You think it's just rhyming, but I've a mind in the diamond. Came a long way from thinking Luke Payne would sign them on. One step at a time, city climbing, and it's climbing more designed for design instead of rhymers, and it's cool. I got nothing to prove, I'm just reminding what to do. Everybody's asking, but I don't have a clue. I'm just living in the present like we are supposed to. But I ain't giving up the essence, not for a couple views. Already thinking all people got enough to do. Yeah. Toronto, peace and love to you. And you. And you. Seeing the truth now, being the light. Why would I stoop down? Whenever life leaves you bound, find some new ground. Check your enemies, they long for you to drown. To protect your energy, you're gonna wanna move around. I ain't with your sound once I'm locking out. Let's take these rap homies coffins out. They getting mad cause the truth inside the stands is popping out. Yeah, you know the issue, can't talk about. Just like I stepped in the zoo. Let's make the city go, will it'll kill me if I do. Maybe it's better I move, maybe it's better I stop. And trying to be clever and start time to be better than you. Who said I would lose? I ain't chillin' with the pros. They can't handle these bars, it's that unicycle flow. I be in Mexico, who's next to go? They don't mention flow, homie, don't bet your dough. Whoa. Peace and love, Toronto. The Locs. We in a spot.
Do you produce also?
Oh, definitely. And I'll be at Pattern Select this Thursday. Just trying to figure out what's going on with that.
Is that so?
I haven't been for some reason. I'm not sure how.
So, isn't that a coinky dink?
That's kind of crazy right there, man.
That is very crazy.
But no, shout out to Marcus, honestly, because he saw me doing my thing on the street, let me know what was going on over here. So, like, I'm just glad to know both of you guys at this point. Like, this is real talk. So, appreciate it. But yeah,
what a find! What a find!
I turned right around.
You did. That's the thing. No, that's
saw me, right?
I appreciate that because like you could have kept walking. You know what I mean? And like I'll say, it's been like such a ride being outside and seeing what happens. You know what I mean? So like this is just another example of see what happens when you go outside.
Listen, man.
Definitely appreciate it.
We're about to pull up and start doing some park situations.
I love it because even when I was walking out and I saw you spinning outside here, I was like, this is a vibe, like for sure. And
So if you ever want to join us, you know, we'll just drop the location and you can pop on up.
Fire. No, I think I'm just trying to hear you spin from time to time. You got some vibes, man. Honestly,
man.
like
Appreciate
as somebody who has to do that sometimes, like. And I don't know, because I'm outside, like I don't get to get as deep in my hip hop bag outside because I'm trying to like, you know, like DJ in that sense. Yeah, but when I hear you play, I love that like standing on like this is what we're doing, like you know.
Thank you, man.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Question:
So, have a seat, bro.
How do you feel like your hair has impacted like your life and like your musical choices and you know pretty much just like what it is that you're doing with your like your trajectory?
What a question, because like when I think about my hair and like the journey that you know, this is I cut my hair already by the time like it got this long, so I cut my hair twice already by the time I got here. But like even thinking about how it all started, like growing up with African parents who just wanted me to have a low cut all the time, and I was just like something felt off to me. Like I felt like I wasn't able to just like fully see or express who I truly was, literally through my hair. Like it felt weird, like, but as I got older and got a chance to just grow it out and see like what would come from that, like I love the symbolism behind it so much. Like it's just an amazing thing to present outside, like yo, like this is what I actually feel like I look like. And yeah, you know, like a lot of the greats, like I'm wearing a Bob Marley shirt right now, just on that basis, like a man like that, when I see his like this presentation of like this black man of like, yo, this is what we look like if we, you know, like girl, just this is what we look like I don't know what else to put it, like I don't know how else I just wanted to be able to like not hide that. And I feel like I'm in a space where I walk around and like, yeah, people may or may not understand what I represent, but that's part of the game for me. It's part of the art. Is like, how do people approach or present to like themselves to me as I approach, like as I look like this, you know? Because you know the way the image goes, it could go one way or the other, and unfortunately for us, that's the case. But
it's really interesting because I get a lot of clients who are afraid to grow their hair because they work in like a corporate environment,
right?
And I often challenge people. If you look at you know how when you go on like a corporation's website, you can see like all the people that work there,
yeah,
right? 9 times out of 10, whenever they have a black person that's in like upper level management, almost they often have locks.
They often do.
Word.
Right? And I personally feel like it happens to be that way because I feel like once you make that decision to grow locks, you've already decided, like you're already in a certain mindset.
Exactly. There's a confidence there.
You know what
like
I mean?
Yep.
And
sure.
I also think that there's a certain level of intelligence.
Intelligence, absolutely.
You know, and like maybe that's a hot take, but
No,
I don't know. What do you think?
To me, it makes sense. Like to me, this is my antenna at this point. Like I feel like I'm getting my downloads from all that. Like I definitely feel like that. So
Talk to things.
100%. That's how it feels. And you know, it's just strange because like, yeah, like the perception of what a black man is supposed to look like or how he's supposed to carry himself, like. I know there's no way that somebody's gonna like walk down the street, see me, and assume that I have a degree or assume that I'm a father. These assumptions don't happen at first glance. You know what I mean? Especially when you have locks and like. But I'm okay with that because like, you know, it's not my job to convince what I am to people. Like I'm just gonna be who I am. And,
what about the opposite end? Like as soon as you have like when I first got my locks, I remember walking down the street the next day. And I hear someone like hollering at me. And I'm like, I'm a girl, I'm just like ignoring it. But they're like still hollering, so I kind of like tune in to like what I hear, right? And I hear, Empress! And as they yelled it, right, I was walking by a window and I saw my hair and I was like, oh shit, oh yeah, that's me.
Right.
Hi! You know? So like, how do you feel about like the complete opposite, you know, side of that where people...
It's a sliding scale. Let me be clear about it. You know, like that perception too is a little bit... of a presumption, you know what I mean? Like having locks doesn't. Obviously, we're all kings and queens and empresses and like all of that is obvious. But that sort of like when we get into the semantics of things, it feels like it's the same thing. It's like the same thing on the other side. You know what I mean? Like I think the best thing to do with people is to be present for who they are once you get to actually speak to them and get to know them. You know what I mean? Either way. Yeah, like, because you really don't know. You really don't know. Like, you just don't. Like, you can make the assumption and be right, but that doesn't mean you knew. You know what I mean? That's, again,
absolutely.
That's my whole thing with the mind, right? Like, we always go off of what we're thinking and we see with our eyes, which, again, sounds stupid, but you get what I'm saying? If you're seeing with your eyes, you're looking at something and being triggered by your brain about things you've already thought versus what's really happening in the moment,
Right.
you know? And that's always going to be the trick with everyone, like as far as trying to be present and loving and human towards each other. So the perception of what people look like, again, I'm a street artist, so I see people who look like, I see everyone, from children to elders, from all types, and we're in Toronto, so all races, levels of class, and they all put little money in my foot. Like, yo guys, like, I don't even, this is a tangent, but like to have somebody who could potentially need $1 give me $1 is like, you know what I mean? Like, it just
That's
lets
a
me
big
know
deal.
that they want to feel like they can give to somebody as well. It's like there's just so much, just so much to consider as far as how to interact with people and perception and appearance. You know. Do
you think that because you perform as a street artist, that is kind of like your contribution to keeping like the knit together in like community?
I think so. Like, I think as somebody who plans on like expanding and having more to do with the hip hop industry, like I see myself still doing little street shows like every now and then, and just having that kind of presence and letting the city know like, hey, like hip hop is a genre that we have control over if we tap into what it really is and like where it really comes from. And you know, like we don't have to fake it. Like you could just do the work and do the research and just, you know what I mean? Like Toronto has hip hop roots too. Like it's just a matter of like, you know, tapping into that. And obviously the roots aren't everything. Like the future of this place is very important too. So we just got to know where we're going. And
who's your favorite Canadian rap artist?
Probably Chaos. Chaos is pretty.
That's a name I haven't heard in a minute.
Yeah, Chaos is.
I could see that. I could see that similar vein.
Yeah, Chaos is ill. Like, you know, we all know who, like, you know, but Chaos to me had like the messaging. Like he actually reminds me of like our Kendrick in that sense. Like,
Absolutely.
I would say
like
that. Like people have said that about, but I would say Chaos in that sense. Yeah, he had it, and I'm sure the industry had him a little jaded, and I wish he was a little more active. But I'm sure he's like doing his thing. You know, classic hip hop artist, classic hip hop act. Shout out to him.
Well, we actually just finished up now on your hair. So maybe you'd like to give us one more tune to take us out?
I got you.
Wonderful.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm gonna sit in the audience and take this in.
Cool. Appreciate that. Hey, peace of love, Toronto. I go by the name of Erik Flow. Just so you know. 1, 2. Peace of Locs for getting me right. Appreciate that. Yeah. What is one start when there's so much to say? It's kind of complex trying to be an artist today. Why pick it for the people? They can hardly relate. Maybe can't let them starve. It's an odd DNA. Who needs a guardian angel? Man, that's a big one of lies. How you getting untangled? They just letting you dangle, huh? Well, just some from every angle. This world's in shambles. Look, for what it's worth, I'm never coming down to earth. I think they sound and they town is cursed. And you ain't gotta give me pound, cause I found my turf. Look, it's know that I'm around if you down to work. There's a lot to do, so I'm thinking it makes sense. The game is in trouble. Could you help with the maintenance? Still a rat race and we ain't changing the pace yet. Blinded by paychecks and dangerous safe. Peace of love, Toronto. Yeah. I'm singing peace and love to you. I think peace and love is overdue. How about you? Oh, happy Tuesday too. When it rains it pours, but I never changed my course. I know the dangers, I've been opening the strangest doors. Got that subject matter, cause some subjects matter. I ain't trying to make you sadder, but my pain is yours, and yours is mine. We all wanna kill when we're sure to find it, when we look inside. And if there's anything I learned, you gotta cook in silence. Yeah, deep in the nooks, cause some crooks is wildin'. Still smiling, cause nothing's a threat, dawg. Got my own style, so I'm taking the best on. Life is but a dream, but I ain't trying to get slept on. Or live inside a movie with the special effects off. You think you got it, bruv? Let me see. Everybody wanna wave on their MP3s. You can tell they in the game just to get these streams. Me, I love hip hop because it set me free. Yeah. Toronto, what you trying to be? Let me see. You see with me. Oh, 1, 2. Hey, peace and love, Clean Lives, hope you chillin' for the good. I go by the name of Erik Flow. Appreciate that. That's me right there. Thank y'all so much. Appreciate you.
Yo, how awesome was that? I mean, I'm not trying to play favorites, but
I know, right?
Thank y'all so much.
that was fantastic. Thank you, everybody who joined in and took in the performance today. Erik Flow, if you're looking for him, he's probably on a street near you. You can find him in Kensington Market more times, and probably anywhere else that you can find other hip-hop heads. If you're looking for some other hip-hop things to get into, you can check out Cozy Vibe Series. They have an Instagram page, and they're having a cozy rap party, daytime party on Sunday, and that's going to be happening in the Upper Junction area. It is an exclusive event. There's only limited amount of spaces, as it is taking place in a private space, and there'll be food and vibes and good music, and yeah, so that's at Cozy Vibe Series, and we hope to see you there. Thank you so much for joining us today. This has been wonderful. And I guess we'll see you next month. Peace.
Thank you guys.
I know it's you, man. We said so. Chilling, man. How you doing? You know me, man. What's good? Chilling. You know.